Okay, so here it is. This is the Makita 12-volt brushless impact driver, model number DT04. I love this thing. I think the best way to kind of go over the features is to bring in its little brother. This is the brushed version, and you guys have seen me do a lot of videos on this. This brushed version is a powerhouse of an impact driver, 12 volt wise, of course. It has around 1,040 inch-pounds of torque, 2,600 RPM, and 3,500 impacts per minute. But when we were doing those showdowns, this impact driver beat every brushed impact driver that I have. You know, the Milwaukee, the Bosch, the old Makita. It beat it pretty handily. It's a great impact driver. But you know, you look at the DT04. You know, not only is it smaller, lighter, more powerful, but it's loaded with features. This is the size difference. I mean, you can't even put it in words. You really have to. Hopefully you can see this, but I mean, it is just so tiny, so compact. I can't say enough great things about it. Also, with this kit, which I like, you know, you do get the two amp hour batteries in the charger in this nice hard case, but you get the 2.0 amp hour batteries, and you know, these things are they're like toys. They look like something that kids play with, you know, with those little plastic fake drills. I mean, they're that small. But with the 2.0s, you do get the power gauge, which is a big feature. You know, you really have to know how much time you have left on your battery. It's a very important thing. Makita was late with their 18 volt, but I'm glad they have them on their 2 amp hour batteries, because Milwaukee doesn't, Bosch doesn't, DeWalt doesn't. I don't think Rigid does. DeWalt might have them, but I don't think they're on their 2.0s. That's why, you know, they're pretty much the only one that are putting it on their smaller batteries. The 1.5 amp hour batteries that you get with the brushed kit doesn't have a power gauge. So, you know, we always talk about, you know, price point. You know, $179 for this kit. It's pretty pricey, because the brushed version, you can get this impact driver with two 1.5 amp hour batteries, a bag, a charger, and you get the drill driver. I got it for $99. So you're definitely paying more for the DT04 here, but they're really, it's a real tough decision for me, for you guys to make. I mean, this is a great impact driver, but it is a little bit bigger. I mean, it's not as big as some 18 volts, obviously. It's a 12 volt, but this thing, you know, and the thing about this, no one talks about this impact driver. This has been out for 6 months. There's not one video on it. That's why I decided to tackle it. And you guys know I love Makita, but this is the best 12 volt impact driver, I think, on the market. And I'm going to, you know, tell you why. It's really just loaded with features. That's why. Obviously, it's 2.1 pounds. You got 3,900 impacts per minute. 3,900. You know, a lot of 18 volts don't come close. They're around 3,400, 3,500. And 12 volts, forget it. They're around 3,000. There's some older, you know, my old Makita is 2,800 impacts per minute. So this is 3,900 impacts per minute. You know, tops out. On speed 1, the low setting, you're going to get 0 to 1,300 RPM. And on speed 2, you're going to go from 0 to 3,000 RPM. Impacts per minute, you're going to go from 0 to 1,600 on speed 1 and top out at 3,900 on speed 2. So, powerful little machine. And also you get that assist mode. Makita puts that on a lot of their impact drivers now. It's great. You know, it helps out, you know, prevents cam out, cross threading. You know, it starts off at a low RPM, and once it bites, that's when it kind of goes into its full, you know, full torque mode, so to speak. So you got those features that are great. You know, you get the battery indicator on the batteries. You got a belt clip. You get that on the brush version also. You get this nice little It's a rubberized kind of fluorescent. It kind of glows. You're going to see a video of it in the dark. A great little feature, you know, when you're in those dark spaces, you know, it kind of helps you see what you're doing to a degree. You do have a light, of course. It's on a 10-second delay, you know, but it's good to have this too, because not only does it kind of illuminate your work area, you know, it helps protect your impact driver, just, you know, around the chuck here and everything. So I think that's pretty cool. You got some rubber overmolds here to protect it. It's really loaded, the whole back area, which I like, because when they do kind of fall or if they drop, it's usually on this area. So they covered this up pretty nice here. You know, just a real small, compact. Again, you guys know I have tiny hands, and I mean, this thing is just, I love it. You saw it, or you're gonna see, actually, I'm probably gonna put it after this. You're gonna see it in action. You're gonna see it removing lug nuts. They're torqued at 92 foot-pounds. Again, this tops out at around 100 foot-pounds. Really didn't have any problem at all doing that. Now, obviously, you don't want to use an impact driver, especially a 12-volt impact driver, to remove lug nuts. But if you ever had to, you're in a jam, this can do it pretty much on any car out there. You know, once you get to the trucks that are at 130 or so, this ain't going to be able to handle it, but it's not made for that. But you're going to see it with some screws. You're going to see it with a lag bolt. Just a great little compact impact driver. Okay, so we got the Makita 12-volt brushless impact driver here. Just showing you how small and compact the impact driver is. You know, my hands, real small. They cover the impact driver completely. These batteries, really small. These 12-volt Makitas, really compact. Like I said, they almost look like, you know, toy batteries. But I like them a little bit better than the torpedo style. I just like the way that they slide on. Here, I'm just showing the adapter and the socket is actually bigger than the impact driver. So, and it still has enough power, obviously, here to remove these lug nuts. This is a 2016 Nissan Altima. It's torqued at 92 foot-pounds. The Makita is rated at 1,200 inch-pounds or 100 foot-pounds. Really like this impact driver. Really no struggle at all with this torque setting at 92 foot-pounds. Now we're going to see it sink some screws. We're going to see it in the low setting, the high setting, and in assist mode.